Welcome to Defense on Ceres, session 108B. Well, last time we had a regular session. Bacon talked to Captain Owl on a couple of issues, including joint exercises, training militia, and so on and so forth. Essentially, a meeting of chance that turned into some core productive meeting, essentially.
Wanted Captain Alex. He would have been much more fun with higher casualty numbers.
Yeah, but this option is fun too, considering who they are. Not that Bacon knows just yet. Well, actually, you might never know.
Best to never know.
Maybe I'll tell him in the epilogue properly. But yeah, anyways, Nick continues his investigation and ends up back with the vampire on Ceres as they had to go back for more information with what they know. And essentially it leads all back to a library in Serbia, where they suspect where an important item is being held, a book containing information, presumably for the original summoning of the demon. And we essentially had a big symposium meeting where a bunch of things were decided. More or less boils down to essentially boils down to a couple of portals being closed to the two worlds under technical control. Then there was Tamia being elevated to chief of transportation.
Yep. An office on the train for every train track we have, you know.
Oof. Yeah, I mean that needs to be done at some point. And yeah, generally speaking, a bunch of talk about water, where it comes from, how to organize goods flow and that kind of stuff. That's a productive meeting, I think.
Yeah, it's basically war talks, portal closing, and promoting a certain NPC that should have been promoted long ago.
Wow. All right, that's quite the daring sentence. But yeah,
Tomia earned her place because she had to watch us to go against two invasions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually forgot. Do you know that that Casper has a blessing?
Ooh, he has a blessing. He has a curse.
He has blessing 5.
What the fuck?
He can always find food.
I know human subsistence, human meat is food, but you can't eat human beings with Elmer.
I mean, he can.
This is how Casper gets put down for cannibalism on board.
Look. Nobody ever said, the food needs to be needs to be something that's legal.
That man is correct. Don't worry, as long as we got Vicious Love, we can always grow another body piece.
That's true. I mean, if you give him enough time, maybe he will learn how to regen body parts by himself. Although
lose his own hands and feet.
Yeah, he constantly eats himself and uses his enlightened science to bring it back again.
I could just imagine when we open the academy in my world, he's gonna the Marines are gonna be transferred and trained in my world are gonna have the habit of cannibals, like the Cannibal Space Marine chapter.
Oof.
Cool. So let's get down. Let's get serious. Let's get through the orders of things, shall we? Let's see.
Yes.
Second one, I ask John. The first thing
Yeah.
I will do, which is
So
basically go scrap hand.
let's get started with like the most important thing that I wanted to do. You want to have Casper look into food options essentially
Yeah, for Antarctica.
for Antarctica.
For my world, but what can survive essentially and be grown.
Yeah. Um.
I know you can't eat snow. It's a good water source, but you can't eat snow.
Nah. Just need to eat enough snow. Okay. He is gonna. Huh. He has some willpower. Actually, he should be full.
Oh no, he's going to eat the willpower.
But
He's going to
spend one.
Oh, I thought he was going to, he has that merit that sucks people's willpower, don't you know, Radama?
Oh. Okay, 3 successes. 3 successes. Well, that's certainly enough for something. What?
I have the solution. We can import many Russians to harvest. What?
Yeah.
What?
Oof. It will take him like the entire day to get everything done and ready to give you some results at the very least. But yeah, first thing he would point out, of course, is the abundance of water and the presence of light in your world.
Well, let me just type. Yep.
And well, that itself lends itself to algae production for sure. But he also points out that there's a huge problem in your own world, which compared to Antarctica.
It's
And that is that your world is pretty much dead on a biological level.
I can't say it. I can't really go against it because that's true. I wiped away all life forms on that.
I mean, it did speed up a lot of things, and the world is safer for it, but price gotta be paid.
We can always implant our life forms to make algae grow, you know?
Yeah. So, that needs to be taken consideration. And so you have like several options here. Like the algae mentioned for once, which won't be like very tasty. And you probably need like a lot of supplements since, algae does provide everything a human needs. Not even close. But it does provide calories, which is the important part.
Yeah, aren't there different types of algae as well?
Wow.
That provides different varieties.
Yes. So what you can do is, aside from like algae and of course kelp, is you could also run hydroponics, but yeah, there would essentially not be different from what you're doing in your own base, and you would need huge facilities for that kind of stuff. So it might be cheaper to do it in the water, since the water's already there.
Okay.
So essentially, what you would
so it's sort of like farming on water technically.
yeah, well, yeah. I think what's a I think the correct term is hydroponics in a way. I'm not sure if that accounts for like fish as well, but yeah. In terms of like fish,
You're thinking of aquaponics. Aquaponics you're thinking of, I believe.
Oh.
That includes fish. Hydroponics is just plant on its own.
But yeah, well, possible. That's certainly an option. And in terms of like long-term, prospects, what you can do is, well, first of all, like to try to like seed essentially, like earthy bacterial life. Essentially, say fuck it and and make this world into like something reminiscent of Earth.
Hmm.
Bring out the bacteria and go ahead and slowly and so thoroughly, start like bringing in some like plants and animals, like just spread them around. It will cost a little bit of money to like do that, but in the long run, that will essentially make this world much more viable for any colonization projects. And essentially, like, while it won't ever be as fertile as Kryptonoi,
No,
it will be
what?
viable at the very least, and like slowly go from like with bacterial life eventually to end up with like like fish and stuff like that. And that's not that you should probably also consider like natural predators. Otherwise, you get like a couple of overpopulation and eventually death. But yeah, he says it will take him like he can like work out a proper plan on like what to introduce when, but it will take him like some time.
Okay, that actually sounds very reasonable to do.
Yeah. And
Uh,
but it will also mean that you need to like eventually cordon off like any eventual like fish farms and stuff like that. Essentially get like some protection going on for them if you but you won't need it immediately. Essentially, you can do it over time as it is needed, which should mitigate some cost, especially as infrastructure goes up on your world.
yeah.
Well, it's not a syndicate, of course, but that's his estimates. Another thing, huh? Well, there's also the option, of course, like just straight up importing stuff. But
That is also an option.
yeah,
Straight up import. But,
yeah,
you gotta have at least some form of backup.
yeah. Also, if you like go for like stuff like algae, kelp, and so on and so forth, it might also be worth trying to set up like a slurry production at some point. To export.
Nice.
Since slurry essentially just needs to make sure that once you have like all the ingredients, manage to like meet the human body's needs with it. Well, you can basically use any ingredients. Technically, it's like
Oh. Lovely artificial flavoring.
mm-hmm. I mean, slurry is actually not that flavored, if I remember correctly. It's basically just like a paste that has like all the things you need. Nobody's ever says anything about taste.
That is true. And that's probably how we're going to make our money on this world, isn't it? Heavy manufacturing and void engineer selling.
Yeah. I mean, also the grease extraction, like, especially as exotic gas has like a lot of like monetary potential, but it needs to be set up, especially in terms of like buyers. Like it's a rare product, but not a whole lot of people will need it, essentially.
So we have to create a need for it.
Well, in a way, you do have a need, but not that it's in character. Casper would have no grasp of that kind of stuff.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what he would tell you over time with 3 successors.
That's fair enough, and I would like him to continue to investigate ideas that would work in my world, and either explore new ideas or go in further detail of how things could work out in such situations.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. See, did I write on my little tiny look? Okay, I got email Casper. Yep, that one's been done. I would like to go up to my ship, Rodolma. The lovely ship that's not cursed at all, aka
Yes, yes.
the shipmobile. I mean the shipmobile.
That's a wonderful ship. I'm glad you got it.
I know. I'm so glad I paid 300 million for it. It was a right steal. It's only a few people are scared of it, you know. Nothing wrong with a little curse here and there, you know. Just it spices up life.
Exactly. Um.
Okay, so what I want to do is, does this ship have correspondence free? Like, it's the correspondent because I'm going to do some maintenance on this ship,
Hmm.
and whilst doing the maintenance, I'm going to check if if the correspondence is working. If not, enhance the strength of it. Number two, add a time 4 effect onto this ship because I'm going to be using time 4 on this motherfucker when I go out scram hunting. Just
Okay.
to
So you want to like do a proper modification of the ship here.
yeah.
And give it like a wondrous property because like there's a like it actually has a correspondence too already.
Okay, I
Which
got
is
3.
which is actually sensory stuff, and 3 doesn't give you anything more
Oh,
in terms of like
not even a little portal.
I mean portaling, yes, but that's some different. Also, portal 3 would probably not be enough to transfer the entire ship through. We would probably need like 4 for it.
Oh no no! I had a funny idea though.
Mm.
I could use Portal 3 on the machine guns. In particular, if I'm gonna fire the gun, I activate Portal 3 and the bullets land on their windows. What's happening to my window? Meanwhile, there's no ship. What the fuck's happening?
And yeah, like you can't do that, but it would be like something bigger. Like it wouldn't. It would require
Well,
like it would require like some custom systems, which is a bit of a problem. That's all.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. I
Yeah.
can't do the data. I can't do the data memes. Okay.
I mean, you can, but it will require some time, like out of session, for us to pull that off.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. And
I'll probably.
the time 4 thing, well, that can be done. Also, we'll need some stuff out of session. But I have actually put some thoughts into it already. So what I'm thinking is, well, well, first of all, what do you want to do with the time 4 effect on it?
Realistically speaking, I just want to cut down on the time it takes to get there. I know it's forces, but try to see because with time and correspondence, according to how you do it.
Mm.
Let me get the book before I talk out my cheeks, because I know there's going to be some players in here that are going to call bullshit on it. So I better get the book just in case,
Mm.
because I believe how you do it actually explains how you could actually use time for high level in time, but also basic levels in correspondence and all the rest of it to actually better your chances and even cut down on distancing travels or estimations. So,
Well, first, well,
because
since
correspondence, yeah, time for your correspondence 1 to spot the right time at the right place at the right time, or 3 just be there just at the right time, right place and time.
okay, you want to do like the perfect moment kind of deal.
Yeah, on that ship, just to be like, oh shit, holy shit, there's a pile of treasure. Good thing I was right there at the right time, Radoma, don't you know?
Makes sort of sense, but honestly, that would be something more. There would be like a shop of wonder at this point. And what I'm thinking is,
Even temporary?
well, like you would need like it's not properly temporary. Like there's two options like do this, right? You get a wonder to like activate the effect. Have by the operator, or you have the operator do this kind of stuff. Actually, let me check. What do your people have? Maybe you don't even need to like do proper modification for it, but someone can actually cast this already. But I need to make sure that actually,
Correspond. Just saying, in order to notice possibilities, to shift these possibilities to present moment.
Well,
Oh,
I,
can
actually, Maxwell has correspondence 1 and time 1. I would say, that might allow him to perceive just the right right direction to go to.
Hmm. Hmm.
You might be in luck. Also, how much prime do you have?
Believe I got free prime, my friendo.
3 prime. Well, I guess you would be
I'll,
kind of
you
fucked
know,
anyway. So
to catch the flow or submit energy currents are free to steer towards them at the perfect moment. That's all.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean you can definitely. Uh, you can definitely have someone cast that, but I'm afraid you would not be able to like put it in the proper wonder. What you could do is well, like yeah, rely on like certain people that have the right kind of spheres for that. Tell me us out a picture since you'll be busy here doing stuff. Jocelyn, let's see.
She's
She,
on. She's going to the mud bowl. So
yeah, but eventually she will return. Well, technically she does have spheres that help for that, help that kind of stuff, but no, she's not ideal.
not ideal for it.
Plus, at times probably spent elsewhere better. So this actually boils down to Maxwell or Casper, but Casper will probably be wrapped up in
Searching.
wrapped up in research. Although he does have the right spheres for that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it for you to try. To
Okay.
try that, but you can certainly
Because I
attempt to
could.
like find someone with like right spheres for that.
Okay, fair enough. I could do it later down the road. It's if it's that big of a problem. So I'm hmm, not worried about. Not really worried about putting it on the ship now. So I just let me just write in my notes. To be continued. Look for some other dude who has potential to work with time. To
Yeah. And the word time 4 is actually just for like uh other things. So you could do, for example, like like the speeding up thing.
ironically enough, I could just imagine I can time for this to be an anchor point and to be like, oh fuck, this ship's gonna be destroyed. Shit, I better go back in time, boss.
I mean, yeah, that would actually. I think that would actually help. I would allow that. Have like essentially a save point and be like, oh yeah, we need to like fix this. Although I will limit the effects of it, and eventually, those save points will run out. But yeah,
Yeah, because I could just imagine either, you know, because I can't, because the only way you can stop an opponent is by staring at them. I'm not, because the best thing you can do is save points at this or speed it up. But I'd rather do the save point
hmm,
because I spend a lot of money on this ship until I get a better ship. But I'm gonna stick with this ship because this ship is too beautiful.
yeah.
So, the roll, Gooby. And before I do this roll, how much no juice do I have
Okay, what do you want to roll?
to do the save point?
Oh, I mean, right now, sure. Let's see, how much money do you, currency do you have? Let's see, your 30 quintessence and 38 stored TAS.
Excuse me, I need to go to the toilet, so I'll be right back.
Hmm. I will go and grab an apple and eat it like an asshole.
I'm back, and I have a plan to dominate the world and the universe. So, battle plan is Order 66.
I'm back. I did not find any apples. Hello?
I'm back. Plan is dominate the universe with machines.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, so back to the reality rolls. So, do you want me to just roll for the Quint absorption? Because I know time 4 is going to be a lot on Quint.
I mean, yeah. Sure. Just roll me a
luck die.
luck die? No, not luck die. You need to roll me some one effect for prime 1.
It's at difficulty 3.
Alright.
I mean 4 technically.
Actually, it's in a note, so.
Yeah, 3. Nice. What was your rules again? Or was it double the
Yeah, double.
Okay, so let's grab it from the task box.
Oh, actually, test would require a higher level of sphere.
Oh, okay, so I'll get from the Quint then. So, take 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Do you want to go for more, or?
I'll go for one more.
Alright.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go for go for 5.
Okay. 5 more,
2,
sure.
3.
Sure. That's definitely possible. So let's go and 8 and 5, so we should have a good chunk here.
Yeah. So let's get ready, Redoma, for the magic.
Oof.
I mean, time magic. Turns out I was the Time Lord all along. I was just in a different body. Oh gosh, I'm transforming. No. Could be worse though. I could make the Daleks a thing.
No, you could, but like, why? Why?
If I was ever betrayed by a Union, I would deliberately create Daleks just to exterminate all life form. Exterminate. They can't go up the stairs. Uses like jet propulsion. But what's the role to start this anchor point? I mean, save point.
Well, that's a time 4 effect. I actually need to make sure. Have a look if they say anything how to do this.
That is fair enough, because we got all the time in the world, buddy.
Well, sorta, yeah. So I probably should like tell Allied that we're not gonna do his. Since he already offered to do it tomorrow, I think I'll take him up on that offer.
Right, we gotta do it at separate times, and
Yeah.
probably have something spicy built up or something.
I mean, yeah. I do have some spicy. There's still like the presentation coming up for like Lewis's work, and you know how Lewis's work is.
I hope Allied's the first subject.
I mean,
You need to test your product yourself, don't you know?
yeah.
Like any good drug deal does.
Yeah, like he had a second machine project going on, which is basically finished, right? But he kind of lost like interest in that project along the way, because he he found like a much more funny project along with having people fight past death.
That's
Like he already like requested he already got like a bunch of rodents, which he's probably also gonna show off. It's not that hard to do.
gonna be
Like
fun.
well, at least like minus the proper mine stuff, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be there's gonna be like a very very nice smell. I can tell that already.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna tell Adite real quick, and while the book opens in the background.
Just list again. So after time 4, yeah. Build a receiver. I can already. I know. How much receiver? Yeah, I probably have enough cash to build a receiver
Yeah.
to receive information from that central AI unit.
Depends on how much how you want to do this. You could probably just use your basis budget for that kind of stuff, since it's meant for that. To a certain extent, within reason, of course. So let's have a use. Let's see, anchor point. Anchor. Let's see. What does the book offer about that?
I love have never used time in this game. That was the first time Radolma has to open the book.
I mean, yeah. Let's see. It actually has smarter time steppers employ an anchor point. A time 4 effect allows temporal travelers to return to. Actually, I'm gonna like just copy it so I can read it as well. Without any anchor point, the trip is a one-way trip ending. Okay, but using it for something else, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh no, my ship is lost through time. Okay, nobody's actually lost. It's only a ship. Alright, Gooby. That's alright. It's a one-way trip. Gosh, we opened the time dimension bubble. Hey Noah, from 20 years ago.
No.
I get here's some heroin. I'll be off, Noah. And that's how Noah got hooked on heroin. Power time travel.
Okay, but how many successes, what the fuck?
It never actually established any rule sets for successes, didn't it?
Yeah. Just some hogwash.
I think they never expected players to actually grab fucking time, didn't they?
Yeah. Vulgarity and paradox. Okay, for starters, assume that all of the following effects are vulgar, with or without sleeper witnesses. They contradict the normal time stream. Okay, so you're gonna take paradox. Okay. Each increment of time components the paradox involved, thus taking a person out of time for 3 turns triples the normal paradox amount of okay, that's fine. But taking out of 20 years afflicts 6 times the usual paradox. Okay, but you're not doing any of that, so that's not
Not even close, Buckaroo.
okay. They just don't establish any successes for that. Okay, so
And not smart group.
so assume you want to have this point in time be permanent, right?
Might as well if I'm going all this way in.
Yeah. Okay, that seems reasonable. So that would be like 6 successes by itself. I think that's like permanent effect. And let's see, what does the timetable say? that's so fucking stupid. Oh, there's actually a feat of time magic. Let's see. Taking a character out of time, taking several characters. After 10 to 10. Large area. Actually, that might be. Yeah, okay, actually, no, that would be like an 8 successes thing.
To the highest success, didn't you?
No, look at this thing. There's like where it says take a large area, which probably this would count as. It's not quite an area, but it's a. But you know.
The ship is not big, so you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a QR machine we're talking here, so.
I mean, large area. I mean,
This thing is not a single yard. At best, it's like room size.
oof. I mean, is it though? Like you got an older ship model, which is bulkier than a newer one. You know, not one of those sleek designs.
Yep. Wait until we make the Cis Starfighters.
The Cis Starfighters? Oh my god.
The Cis flying drone troopers and the Cis droid tanks.
Let's see.
We're gonna teach these people about Cis, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, why, Sure, I guess we can go for 5, yeah, you've convinced me. 5 successes, but, let's see.
I only convince you because there's no other, like, rule sets for it. We both know this.
And since this is, something more permanent, actually, yeah, probably should go and, make this a bit more,
Just wait until I get time 5. That's when you're gonna have to think out the box, kiddo. I mean, you're gonna have to count your time on this.
Oof. But,
What happened? Antarctica is a time bubble. What's happening here?
No.
Too late, buddy.
Oof. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna say that this will probably, yeah, be at no paradox. But if you actually like try to go back, actually you could include the effect to go back, but no, that would be like too messy. Like what did I? Yeah, I would say when you go back, that will incur like extra paradox. Just as the thing said, because that works better with the system. Because like based on like how much you do go mess around with time. Like it's like a multiplier usually. So the anchor point should be doable with no paradox, since you're not actually doing anything right now.
That is fair enough. I just need to essentially wait. Gosh, I just realised. What a good weapon would be for a dragon. Just fill up my quint batteries with paradox and just make it go explode on the dragon.
I mean, yeah, but then you would be down quint batteries.
You can always buy some more. I got the money.
Yeah, it's not that easy. It's also availability.
I see.
Okay, and well, I guess roll for it. It will be paradoxical. Always vulgar, which means it's gonna be more difficult. But you won't have any witnesses for sure.
We Even if I did, they probably would realize this is a time effect.
I mean, witnesses means
Or
like
paradox.
no, well, witness means sleepers.
I see. Okay, so what is the difficulty?
I think it was for it's like a +4, like level of sphere +4 for paradoxical effects without witnesses.
Holy shit.
Let me check.
Watchers, I'm sorry, Hyde. You're going back in time.
Okay. Okay, that's just botching. Don't botch this, by the way.
The way your character sheet is now fully busted. Because if you look at the mind picture, it's no longer loading.
Mind picture.
Go to your sphere tables, and you see below forces there's mind, and you look at the icons. Mind is not showing as a proper icon.
Really, that's for me.
I can show you it.
Sure.
You shot this. Just it in the channel. But it's still good. Just need to know if I need to spend Quint on this or not. Da-da-da.
It might be on your end.
Yep. So, is it 5 at 4? This is how Bacon's gonna win Lewis over by promising him to do experiments and a budget increase.
Oof.
You can use my mushrooms as your test subject, young man. Go wild. Yay!
Keck. So, I checked, so it's like, yeah, difficulty 8 base.
Holy shit.
And that's Volga.
Okay, I better dice at 5. Okay, so if it's 8 Volga. Holy shit, that is quite a lot, Rudama. Okay, so you spend some Quint to lower the difficulty because, I don't want to be here for a long time. I'm probably going to spend 3 Quint to lower it to 5.
Also remember, each like paradox, each like every roll grants you like 1 paradox already, just for casting.
Oh, so 5 paradox out the butt. Fuck.
No. Each roll you do, so
Okay.
you roll once, get paradox, no matter what.
Okay, that's good.
It gets worse if you botch.
Yeah, that's all right. So I will spend 3 Quint to lower it to 5, because this shit's going to be quite pricey. I'll probably spend a willpower on this. That's 6 successes.
All right.
Would that work?
That's 1 roll, and I think that's done.
How much paradox have I taken?
1.
Okay. It was so hard with Dharma. Which tells me I'm a god of time. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the time, and one save point to go back to should anything happen to.
Anything fucks like a threat, no attack. Ah, shit.
The ship. Alright, also keep in mind, as you like to do this, if you like to modifications to the ship after this point, they're gonna be reset if you activate the save point.
Say that again?
So if you do if you do anything to the ship,
It'll fuck with the save point.
yeah, like no, your save point is fine, but the ship will revert.
Honestly, I'm not complaining about that. That's not a bad price to pay for. You know, that's expected. Once I go this route, I can't go back, you know. Okay, so after dabbling with my ship, add a time effect to it. Cross that out. Could I use my base's budget to build a receiver for AI for that special AI unit?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Question though. How will you phrase this in your reports?
Fuck yeah! I had to phrase it by official budget. Oof. Remember now. Hmm. Let me think. That's if hold on. If I use my liquid cash, could I? No, I still have to report it.
Yes, you still need to report it.
That's true. Well, there's several ways I could go around this. First, to analyze the enemy. Because since we're at war with Nords, you know, officially, we have to analyze their weapons and their techniques to see if they got an advantage. You see.
Mm-hmm.
And I could use it under the covers of breaking down enemy, not really catching up on the advantage, but understanding unknown tech. Well, I do have enough lore to know if I were to phrase it even that way, it'll sound very dodgy on the reports. So, not requiring, it's more like breakdown of the enemy composition, technically. Because you're technically I'm breaking down the AI and collecting data points to see what advantages they have and how we could destroy the AI from the inside.
All right.
In a sense, use it as a, you know, if they are using their AIs against us, we have to find a way to counter them. If they ever sent AI, let's just say if they use the AI to attack Bendy, for example, counter security measures, technically speaking.
I see. I will note that down on your sheet then.
Because counter security measures sounds like a good one. It probably would like a paperback to be like, what, in terms of this AI, what is the security threat if it was to attack? Like, it could drain our power source. Oh boy. And it could actually fry up Bendy's hardware.
Sure. Actually,
don't worry.
Probably note that down on the other sheet actually. Now that I think about it. On the AI sheet, I mean.
Because technically, Hyde thinks it's a. Honest, Hyde still doesn't know the purpose of this thing. He knows it's energy, but he doesn't know it could be if it's energy for weapons, or it could be. It could potentially be used for weapons. Because the only reference he got was that what Domino grabbed on their AI mission.
Yeah.
So it could be my dog.
Alright.
I'm back.
Welcome
Turns
back.
out it was a very oddly takeaway guy who got the wrong house.
Ah. Well, you should... if it's already prepaid, you say, thank you, and eat it.
I usually do that in the mornings if they come to my place because they usually order like an egg roll. So I'll be like, nice. Way. So technically, I think it sounds very reasonable if it's under the eyes of security.
Alright. Alright.
So hopefully that gets approved.
I mean, you have the liberty to just do stuff, and it's more of a system of someone complains if things go wrong rather than someone approving it.
Okay,
For the
that's
most part.
good. Okay, that's good. That's good at least.
Yeah.
And plus over the if we do ever trade with Nords, I can always write this AI turns out to be very dangerous, hence it was terminated. You know, on the official paperwork you see with Ulmer.
Alright. Alright.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah, man, it does. Okay, then we need to check on your stuff here. You have actually quite a bit of hyper tech.
4, but I could get 5 if I study this thing. Get the specialty Nordic Hypertech.
Yeah, definitely.
Could trade with the Nords and make special manufacturing items in my factory. Don't tell anybody though.
Okay, and then another question from me. Are you gonna have someone help you with this?
I hope the Nords.
The
But
knots,
the
the knots are not in your base though.
I have to think who could actually help me, but I'm most likely going to ask John if he could lend me a hand on this because AI is not my specialty here.
Oh, no, it's more immediate and in your base.
Problem is, I don't have anybody who could actually realistically help me on this because Maxwell doesn't have computer skills.
Well, he does not. That's true. But he does have technical expertise, same as you.
What, to build a receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
Like you can do the same technical parts. And technically, you don't need to go for the AI just yet, since you're basically just building like the physical connection to like interpret stuff. So
Yeah.
AI experts can come in later.
Because we can get the AI experts in later, and
Yeah.
we can get the Nautilus. As long as we need to build a receiver. By the way, when I do build this receiver, I don't want this connected to our grid
Oh,
in case the AI decides to attack Bendy of all reasons. We don't do anything crazy around here. We're 100% professional here.
certainly.
This thing has to be powered by solar panels. It'll have to be powered by solar panels.
Sure. I mean, you can just get a battery.
Yeah. Don't tell me this thing runs on Quint.
Oof. That would be the ultimate fuck you moment. 1 quint per hour.
I hope those Nords know how to I hope those Nords know how to speak to the AI and order it around, because I will fucking break it.
But yeah, it of course doesn't require like a heinous price like that. But yeah, you can build a receiver. Give me like intelligence hypertech.
Difficulty.
Difficulty would be just understanding it. Give it a bit at an 8. You can use like your meta to lower difficulty, but I would say it would require at least a 3. Honestly, actually, you probably would need some forces as well. with this, since
You
it's
have one dot enforcer, so
fuck, that's not good enough. Yeah,
correspondence.
no, no.
Since Nords are prime related, would prime be factor here?
To a certain degree, it would be, but not good enough. Like, I'm thinking of how much prime do we have? 3. All right. Give me like a meta 3 prime 3 effect, and I will allow you to lower it.
Okay, so let me roll my before. Is this before the intelligence tech hypertech roll?
Yes, that will lower the difficulty for it. And for the receiver itself, you're gonna need like a hefty amount of successes. So you're gonna need a success, I would say, for something like this.
Okay. So 5 at. Will this be difficult? Because for the error terror, it'll be difficulty 6, right?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, that's fair enough. Me to roll for the prime one.
Yeah. What?
Oh, is that?
No,
Or was that?
that's one roll. One roll. Yeah, that's one roll. So you get to go down to a difficulty of 7. Question is, do you want Maxwell to help or not?
I might as. No, no. I'll do it myself. Don't worry.
Wise
Because
decision.
there's a good reason why. Let's just say that
Mm-hmm.
he's still conditioned.
No, he isn't. He's a white engineer.
No, he ain't. He's still Iteration X, you cuck.
Oh, what? He is? Oh, fuck.
I fucking told you, you cuck. You nearly bent me over.
Yeah, right. I actually forgot. Sorry. Why do I think that he's a white engineer? My bad. It would have been funny.
I could probably get him onto the Void Engineers, but no one would be giving me the eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fuck Noah off, so I'm staying in my good box for now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay. I guess roll for the other thing.
Okay, so let's see if this works. Experimental theory or book learning.
Experimental theory would definitely apply, so I got 2 successes.
Jesus, that's really bad.
Yeah, not a good roll, but yeah, you can roll again, and you can also re-roll the arrow here.
5 at 6. The difficulty 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 at 6. Five at 6. So yeah. So 9 at 8. Because I'm not spending a willpower on this for Delma, so. Experimental theory. So 5 successes.
Very nice, and I think that's
5,
good enough.
8, 9. Yeah. Success over.
Yeah, and you built a receiver after some hard work.
Yeah.
And you think it should work, and you plug it in.
What, the AI? Oh, what, the machine or the AI?
Yeah, the AI. Do you plug it in?
I thought I was gonna at least request like the Nords to come here.
Well, yeah, I mean you can. Well, if you want to get the notes here, you probably should ask Bacon. Actually, he might have given his permission already. Fuck, do you remember?
It's best to ask, but I could probably study the Nord later. It's just I I got the receiver built, and I got the paperwork through to be like studying an enemy weaponry, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a danger this is.
Yeah.
So, alright, let me type in my notes. Set up the receiver. I just need a node. Need the 2 nodes and maybe a programmer, because collecting information shouldn't be that hard, right?
Mm.
AI. If it is, I could probably ask John to come on and I'll pay him in tasks.
I mean, depends like how exactly you plan to interact with it, but it's it can be like challenging, but not that much. Essentially, it's it's like it's like hard work, but not like forever commitment. It's like someone having to it's equivalent to like someone having to come and unclog your toilet essentially.
I see. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that means I have enough computer skills for that to collect data and analytically analyze it.
Mm.
That's good. I'll probably send a message to Bacon when he ever wakes up, and we can probably do it when we're all together. Okay, so I got that done out the way. No, I'm going through my list very quickly.
Hmm.
And the last thing, Vidoma. Where the fuck is... It's so many texts. It's insane. Okay. Get rid of that. I'll spend it for combat reports. See an injury and kill ratio on a monthly basis. Yeah, I'm not going to get that information.
Hmm.
Recruitment pool location. I ain't going to get that information.
Yeah. Also, I would say for like building the receiver, I would say you will get you will get like -2 difficulty on the later analysis.
Okay. I'll just type that in. -2 difficulty for this. Okay. Yeah. I have to ask later. Try. That's too early for that. Interest. I could probably get my. I could probably ask Maxwell. Yeah. Have I built the routers yet, or do I need to wait for the routers to come?
Well, considering you only did that like
A couple of days ago.
yeah, like well, I actually wouldn't. It wasn't a couple of days ago. Like you only brought it up like at most like a day ago. So
Okay.
well, that might be coming in
Later.
soon, later during the day, but you could probably not do that much of it. But you can tell me like what you actually plan to do with it.
Okay. Oh, what if the routers come in? You know those antennas? I was going to ask Maxwell if he can install them on them.
Oh, yes, he could. Yes, he could probably do that. I honestly wouldn't need you to roll for that. It's just like menial work.
He could just also test out the drones to see which is the weakest connectivity as well, to see if we need to up internet connectivity or enchant them, if you know what I mean.
I mean, considering, yeah, he would actually tell you that you would probably need to work them over to give them better reception. Widen how they work. If you want to, unless you want to set up like really big ones, like really big systems.
Technically, we could. Yeah, since we're working on the security thing anyway.
Yeah. He like probably would ask you like how big you want to like go in terms of range, because if you want to like and like how, what density you want. Like if you want to go for like wider wider area, you would need like enlightened science for it. But if you go for like mundane means, you could just get away with like someone building like extra strong antennae to essentially amplify the system, the signals. So you could do the equivalent of essentially
Insert
like
one.
like the mobile towers on Earth, essentially, mobile phone towers,
Yeah,
which
I was go- I was going that because I was thinking about using it both ways. Because if I wanted to like enhance it with enlightened science, if it's going to go that route, it's best to be like outwards.
mm,
Not within the territories, not within the cities and all that, because you can insert mobile towers and they'll do the same thing for you.
mhm.
Because when it comes to inside the settlements, you can just I know pay them to insert routers within their complexes. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Okay.
because think both measures would actually work. Just
Yeah,
need to separate the load on the bandwidth. That's still going to be the big question.
yeah. Sure. Maxwell can certainly get you a mundane solution if you want. If you're fine with that.
I'm all right with a mundane solution,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Then
Because
he can do that easily.
because would a mundane solution be able to, let's just say, if you had AI, if you have multiple AIs, would it be able to be worked on by a mundane solution?
Yes, definitely. Actually, it would be easier for them.
Okay, okay. So my big plan was essentially get multiple flying drones with with what's John's AI's called again? One he made for me. Admin AI control it to
Mm.
essentially be like a basic lookout. Just imagine like 20 of them flying around the air, and you just got admin AI looking at, controlling them.
Mm.
That essentially is the plan.
Well, you would probably need like some special AI to actually fly those ships because the admin AI has no idea how to do that.
Ah, fuck's sake. God damn it. I was on the impression they could. Because, they can control, like, a very advanced robot, such as the mining droids.
They're actually not controlling the mine droids. The mine droids have their own AI to control them. They're essentially giving them like directions. That's what they do.
Okay. That's fair enough. Shit. Actually throws a wrench into my wonderful plan. But I think I could probably work on alternative. I could probably commission an AI or something. But
Yeah.
no, I'll probably ask the chief of security. Be like, you might want to commission like a flying drone AI on your behalf. Because if I'm paying for an AI, I'm gonna take ownership on it. Because that costs way too much. So I'll just type this in my text box. Well, insert mundane networking for AI solution.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All good. Got all my basic shit covered.
Yeah.
Now the final thing, let's fire the ship to find some scrap.
All right. But that will be the last thing we do because we are in over an hour already. So.
That is fair enough.
Okay. Okay. Let's fire up the ship.
Because I don't mind if these finding scrap hunting takes a while.
Yeah.
It
Does.
No, if you have to stop during like half through it, I don't mind you doing that.
Yeah, I mean we'll probably have to think about what I'm actually gonna give you, but First, we need some successes here.
Human org.
So, huh.
Do you have a question? Was it piloting it wits or perception again?
I think it was wits.
Okay. Can I use my mind 1 to increase my wits? Because I'm a witty boy, don't you know?
Definitely.
5 at 4. I think was the level 1 effect.
Yes, it was.
That's 2. Let me just do that. Okay, so 5 plus 2, 7. Would that be? Was that to increase my wits to at least 6, and use the rest of it to make the duration actually pretty good, or last longer?
Well, for duration, like, you would at most take 3 successes, to like have it, be done. And, do you have any specialties? Probably not, right?
Not for wits, I'm afraid. Not for mind.
Yeah. So you would have like 2 successes to work with, which give you like
Yeah.
1 per, unless you want to go above 5, in which case it costs like 2.
I'll just go up to 5 because that 5 seems pretty good to me.
Alright.
5. So since I got 2 successes, I'll increase it by 2. I also rolled again with 5 successes on that, so I could probably just use the 3 to make it last a month or so, and use the rest of it to increase it to 5, and it should all be good.
Hmm.
If we're on the same table. Yes.
So sorry, what?
Are we on the same table? You know, the 5 success and the 2 success, right?
Yeah, like up to like 2 successes will be used for the actual buffing, the rest is duration.
Okay.
Because it will take a while, so the
That's
entire day makes sense.
That's fair enough. Let's see. And it's also helmsmanship, correct?
Yeah, with salesmanship to like pilot this
From a PC.
from
Indeed. Essentially controlling it from a PC.
Yeah.
So, 6 dice?
Yeah. Also fun fact, the
Yes.
ship is actually a drone now. It's a drone ship, technically.
Yep. And that's why I love this ship, because it's a drone ship. Yeah.
Yep.
So, could I roll one more time just to get up to 5?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a bit awkward, but sure.
Oh, really? If it is, I don't mind stopping it and we can go with 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like it's not proper like ritual thing, so that's a issue.
that's alright.
Okay.
Ready to go then, boyo. Let's fly away.
Let's fly. Let's fly. Okay.
And crash,
Jans?
and crash into Buku.
Oof.
What?
I mean, you've probably gotten pretty close.
For attending the session.
No, you gotten pretty close to like finding more stuff nearby. So we would fly out a bit. Give me like a wit salesmanship at the start. Just see well
Oh, good.
how things how things go. Like it's just still 26.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it works out fine.
You wanna roll luck die, or luckily luck, or unlikely luck, whatever you prefer.
I want you to roll. Actually, want to roll some arete for level 2 effect.
So difficulty?
Difficulty will Normally it would be 5, but I don't know if you have any, if you have too many active effects active or not.
Let's see. I got my wits.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a +1.
No,
I
it's not.
also
It's
have.
not. It's not. It's not. Every 2 active effects give you like a +1 difficulty increase.
Does cybernetics count or no?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay. So I only have the mind shield and the wits.
So, but that's a +1, so it's a difficulty 6 roll.
So fine. Could I spend a quint on this?
Yes.
We'll spend 2 quint to make it difficulty 4.
Hmm.
Don't trust my luck when it comes to finding shit. Cause remember the last time about those magic deposits in my world?
Hmm.
So yeah, I've got 4 successes.
Very nice. Let me check the table real quick. Because,
Hi, you found treasure on Treasure Island. You know, that weird ship that flies in space with a sail. What the fuck? Report this to. Why is there a sailing ship in space? Whose idea was this?
oh my fucking god.
Why are there pirates? I thought you cleaned the area. No, what? Why are these? Why? Who's that actor? Yarho Deputy Free in a Pirate I Like to Be. Oh gosh, they're singing that song.
Okay. 4 successes. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, Galen, give me a luck die.
My bet is it's a 1. I'm willing to bet you it's going to be a 1, kiddo. I'm disappointed. There's no 1s.
Let's see, a 7. Well, that's certainly something.
I'm disappointed. There's no 1s. My botch it.
Well, you briefly catch a glimpse of something on your radar. Well, whatever. On your like sensory array output, and yes.
Does this seem like a perfect moment, Radoma?
Oof.
Correspondents want to spot something at the right place at the right time.
I mean, you're already doing that already with like the correspondence. That's what I considered.
Okay. I thought I could just pull off those memes. Be like,
I mean, yeah. Not like this, but yeah, we did like there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and well, this time we went this route, because you like, prepared to do it this way. But yeah, you like look at it, and you think, that might be something, and you put your science of correspondence to work, and lo and behold,
a QR machine. Oh shit! No.
that was no. There's like no way to get one this way. That would be stupid.
Look, Radoma, the void engineers are retarded. There could be a possibility.
Well, not like this. Not like this. Like you could maybe like find one if you like travel. Do like a long expedition to like deep space. That might be something that would work, but no.
I'm afraid my ship's not prepared for deep space, so
No,
sorry,
it's
kiddo.
not. It's not. It's actually not. It's not capable of that.
No.
It cannot take dimension travel by itself. But yeah, you go out of your way, and you find like a debris field.
What's this? The breed field. Oh.
Yes. And what you find is something not seen in a long time. You see a bunch of like smashed fighters.
What type of fighters?
Voyager fighters.
Are they? Oh,
There are like some remnants of something biological there. Not sure what it was once. But they definitely fought against this. And there's some weird. Usually these kind of ships are like they don't travel around that much by themselves. They're usually inside of like some sort of like mothership, like a carrier of some kind.
okay.
So that's a bit odd, and but there's nothing to be seen for that. Well, considering that the debris is still there, means that they either lost in some way,
Yeah.
or or that the other ship did not have like the option to retrieve those parts because while they're like damaged a little bit, they're not destroyed
I
um
see.
completely. So, and like most of the parts like flying around more or less well, not all are part of the things that of the ship that are there. It doesn't have like to a whole like mothership of any kind or like carrier, but
Okay.
there's like likelihood that one of the like fighters got completely destroyed, but you're not entirely sure without collecting everything and analyzing.
Okay. How many fighters could I like speculate?
Well, you can see three that are sorta you know intact to some degree.
Okay.
Possibly a fourth one like floating around, but that's probably irretrievable at this point.
I was gonna say create a magnet. Yeah. No.
And yeah, there's something.
Uh,
I thought about a logical thing. It's basically mostly torn apart biomatter. Uh,
ooh.
give me like a perception. Do you have like biology of any kind?
Gee. Let's see. I have biotech. I have medicine. I have science. What you want?
What's the science specialty again? It's metallurgy.
Yeah,
Metallurgy, right?
metallurgy or physics.
Give me like a medicine and an 8. Perception medicine and 8.
Cheeky man. I spend a willpower on this because
Mm.
I don't trust my luck, kiddo. 3 successes.
Holy shit.
It was it was a centaur, wasn't it?
Oof. No, not quite, not quite. And well, you see, you like look at this, and it does remind you, like the biological matter reminds you of something. Like it almost looks a bit, you remember like some basic courses in your training, where you get, where they showed a bunch of engineers, bunch of different like plants and animals, uh, like but you for some reason really memorized one particular thing. At it's some sort of like squid, and if you squint your eyes enough, maybe that could have been parts of a squid at the very least, but a really big one.
Oh boy. Squid. Space squid.
Possibly.
With my if I see that with my life sensors, could I also see with my life sensors if there's some form of eggs?
I mean,
Because in the fighters it's slightly damaged. Are they not?
well, they are damaged. Yeah. What about it?
They could have hydroponics in there.
No, the fighters are like really small. Like think of a fighter jet.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have their own hydroponics. No.
So I only see pieces of a space squid. Okay. I'm going to be very cautious before I go up and grab one. I would like to examine my area to see if this is not a trap set up by some primordial creature that's looking to eat my ship.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I don't want radars going off and loading the whole swarm of hives.
Hmm. Sure. Sure you can make sure of that. Will be a good roll for that one.
Will it be perception, empathy to see? Oh, sorry, perception, alertness. Will it be just to be alert to see if there's no traps, booby
Sure.
traps, or
Sure.
kicks off?
Sure, you can do like a position alertness, but difficulty will be high.
A perception technology then?
No, like the trap could also be not technological. That not make sense.
Oh, I do have cosmology, so
The cosmology also wouldn't work. I would say
enigmas.
like the closest thing would be security, but you probably don't have security.
No, investigation.
Investigation, yeah, maybe. Sure, you can do some investigation. Give me like perception investigation at a 7.
Okay. Like this. Yep. 2 successes.
Two successes. Well, as far as you can see, there's nothing indicating a trap. You're not too certain on like biological parts, but they're probably not hiding any traps either, unless like really, really devious. And it appears to be safe. There's like no place to like hide or proper ambushes nearby.
Okay. Okay, so it's not a big enough catch to set up a trap. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Or like no, but or you're the first one to be here for quite a while. Oh yeah. Also like a thing worth noting. It seems that while the fighters are damaged, it does appear that the pilots are still in there, and the ones that are still intact.
They are lot.
No, they're dead.
Okay.
You can see that they're well, they're not properly like, decomposed, but you can tell that their bodies are fucked.
I see. Rest in peace. So, Hyde's going to scan the ship with his little scanner to see if there's any, and to match the records, official records, to see who these ships belong to, where do they launch off, who are the pilot.
I mean, they have like serial numbers and stuff like that, which you could use.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Just type in the serial number to look at the reports.
Yeah.
And if someone blocks them to be like, "Why are you looking?" and be like, "I have found a remnants of a ship that's similar to this." If someone ever tries to block reports or access to this.
Okay. Well, you can do that. Like it wouldn't be either roll, and well, these ships have been lost for quite a while. It seems like even before, just before like the dimensional anomaly, they were deployed on like a carrier ship.
Deployed on a carrier ship.
Yep.
Do we know if the carrier ship is currently in service?
It seems to have disappeared during the time that these things disappeared as well.
Okay. Does these ships, and while I was looking through the data, on the ship, on the fighters themselves, would they be carrying anything suspicious I should be aware of? Or were they on a mission or patrol?
They were patrolling. technically, on the inside. They were of the asteroid belt essentially. Their job was to look for any potential trespassers, because there's a bunch of anchorheads and stuff like that where things can pass through more easily.
I see. I see.
And they're making their job was to just fly around and make sure that nothing does pass through.
Okay, so they're on a ordinary patrol. Da, 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 da. So so I got the information. Now I'm gonna take a look, because I'm probably gonna move the ships, or I'm gonna probably examine the ships now in closer detail. They probably are out to date when it comes to opening the hatchets and all that, aren't they?
Mm.
Because if it's partly damaged, does that mean the AIs in those combat ships, will they even have AIs on these ships?
No,
Fighters.
you would
Just
be, you'd be familiar
just
enough to know that there are no AIs on this.
okay.
Like the
Okay.
ships, these fighters are really basic.
Basic bitch fight.
Yes. Their real value lies in and how small they are, and how easily they can be
Cover.
deployed. Essentially, think of them as mobile weapons platforms, essentially, really mobile ones, and they cannot travel in deep space on their own and stuff like that, but they can be used basically as a way to make good use of your pilot skills, if you have lots of pilots, I guess. And one thing that Union has been short of a lot is actually fighters, since they have been converting over shuttles shuttles into fighters.
I see. So proper fighters.
Yes.
There. Okay. Let's see. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Fighters. So, they're on the patrol. They're dead. Okay, so is out of fighters, running short on them, and they're converting. So, I could just sell them, build up a money, and give the money to Fu Tao to be like. No, I could probably just build a reservist of them to. Because I don't want to give allied parts. I'd rather just give him the money for him to import them. Because people will be questioning, why are you not turning them into scrap? No. But on this, though, allied doesn't really deserve it. But let's see. They're on their patrol. Look for that. So that's from the outlooks. That's from the paperwork. So could I look inside the ship in more detail by my cameras?
No, what are you talking for?
Well, I'm just looking if I can access it. Sorry, do these basic fighters have cameras inside, or live cams?
What do you mean live cams? What do you understand under that?
Oh, you know how modern day police usually have cameras on their cars to see who commits a crime and all that?
Yeah, I do know. There are some recording systems, yes.
Yeah, I just want to see if I could get access to those recording systems.
Not from a distance. The problem is that those fighters jets are off. There's no power to them. Not even emergency power.
I see. So completely off.
Yeah. The problem is if they have emergency power at the very least, they would be able to send out a
stress signal.
Yeah, the stress signal, and consider on the inside of the since it is just in space, not in deep space, they would be able to be probably brought back in if they had distress signals.
Okay, so It looks safe. I got the information outside. I think it's probably time to take those ships in. Probably get like a wire, shoot like a hook onto the ship and drag it.
Alright.
Probably, realistically speaking, since this is a drone, because I haven't inserted any arms onto this thing yet.
Yeah.
If this continues,
And you can just, try to ram into them and like make some space hawk, but no, I can't. You can you can probably do that, since you made it for like since you had it refitted. So yeah, you can like do that, and like drag them with
yeah,
you. It will take a bit of time to come back, but that's fine, I think.
that's fine. I could probably get all the ship back.
Yeah.
Because when I get all the ships back, and once they are, people are going to ask, oh, where are these three ships? I found them. I'm going to do some investigation. And by the way, does it say on their record who was piloting them?
Yes. Like
You,
we get like
uh,
names of like bunch of like random pilots.
okay, so I'll bring up the names of the rando pilots and, you know, do the, and I'll compare them picture to picture to see if they match the description.
Huh.
Because you don't want to falsely you don't want to do a false report of someone dying.
I mean they have probably dog tags, not gonna lie.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'll check their dog tags and just write an official report on
Yeah.
these individuals because somebody's probably looking up at the missing board for these people.
Yeah. Yeah. And the names do come up as, being probably part of the crew that went missing and stuff like that. And a few more names
And
get crossed off somewhere.
yep, someone in high command to be like, oh, that's where they went. Oh,
No, well, they probably figured they were dead at this point. It's been years.
I know. And what was inside their cams, I would like to examine if there's any other people that ever touched this ship, e.g., especially relating to the carrier, if they have any information relating to it. For example, where was this going, or does this have a hint of what the carrier situation was at the time?
Hmm. Well, I think that has to wait till the next session.
That is fair enough. I'm going to type this in. Examine footage to find out what happened to the missing carrier. But also, how big was this carrier?
Mm. Hard to hard to say right out of the gate. But it was like one of the bigger ships for certain, since it housed like a bunch of fighters, like
Okay,
about 20 of them.
fucking hell, that might as well be equal the size of a QR machine at that point.
No, not really.
That's like the prototype.
They did. No, they did. The thing is, unlike like a plane carrier, like these things don't have like no, what do you call it? Uh, like those landing strips, which
Oh yeah.
like, it doesn't have that kind of thing. They just have like just the base themselves, and they use like some sort of like like mechanisms to like catch those things rather than have them properly like land on a landing strip, since that doesn't really work in space.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so because if I hear any form of if I hear an ARG or any form of monsters on the carrier, we'll probably know what happened to the carrier.
Yeah. All right.
Because we know these pilots are dead, that's a guarantee, and the ships are damaged. But I reckon somebody's probably going to buy it or sell it. I'll figure something out in the next session.
Hmm.
So what weapons do they have?
Well, fairly light weaponry overall. Like a bunch of like, they have like missiles essentially. A lot of them.
See.
Some like guns, like 50 cals and stuff like that.
I don't need them.
Yeah. Like
Hands out.
yeah. Like the most important part was like they don't have like, any lasers or anything, which is you know. Well, actually no, they might have, but I need to make sure the math checks out first for that. But yeah, like they're all like one seater, so essentially, since they, since well, that is a majority of the cost. Like usually would probably want like two of them in, like two pilots in there. But yeah, it was like a. They were designed to be like somewhat cheaply produced.
That is a smart plan, you see. But I'm afraid they're going to be outdone by the Cis fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Even cheaper than before. They'll be suicidal drones instead.
You know, you just take those fighters, don't tell Allied that you got them, and you know, convert them over to like, you know, cis fighters.
Technically, I'll need to find how many successors would that be? That's the bigger question. Would it be cheaper than my current ship?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. The weapons are probably more expensive. But yeah, anyways, I think it's time to end the session now.
Yeah, it's time to end the session, me boy.
Alright, say goodbye to the bots.
Bye, but what is my willpower, my friend?
Oh, didn't you get like willpower last time?
I thought we're on a new day. Oh yeah, I did got willpower last time, yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't actually play as, so like,
I did order somebody to do something today.
oh yes,
Okay.
you did. But I think it wouldn't be. Don't you think it's kind of cheesy to have you like
I'm fighting a dragon soon. Come on, man.
No, I don't think so.
Cheeky.
But yeah. All right.